Hey guys, Steven here from the Trading Channel, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I get involved in trades after big news decisions, like the pound decision we had last week. I'm going to be talking you through the trade that you see on the chart in front of you and explaining to you how I used a combination of the reaction from the news, simple patterns, multiple time frame analysis, and some simple candlestick formations in order to confirm my decision to go short on the pound dollar. Today's video will be a short one, but it will be packed with good educational content, so keep it locked here while I play the intro and disclaimer, and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back, traders. So as you can see, we are currently up a pretty decent amount here on the pound dollar trade. It is somewhere around 350 pips at the moment with an initial risk of only 78 pips. So we had a pretty good risk reward on this trade to get started with, but let's take some of this off here so I can explain to you exactly why I decided to enter this trade. We'll just delete that. So here we are on the 4-hour chart of the pound dollar, and this was the news event that I was talking to you about in the beginning of the video. And the event itself really does not matter as much as the reaction. Using the strategy that I'm going to talk to you about here today, the reaction from the news is much more important than the news itself. So as we can see, the reaction from the news was extremely bearish. Now once we have something like that, that's a news-based impulse leg, I treat it no differently than I do any other impulse leg when I'm going to trade any other kind of breakout strategy. After my impulse move down, I'll wait for some kind of simple pattern, and as you see here, we put in a very nice flag pattern directly after a news event. And this is my favorite way to trade news events, is to wait for the reaction, and after the reaction, wait for a period of consolidation, because news often breeds a very large move in the market, a very impulsive move in the market. And we treat news no differently than we treat any other impulsive moves, because after impulsive moves, oftentimes comes consolidation, followed by more impulsive movement in the general direction of the market, which is down. So we waited for that impulsive move, the reaction. I took no trades during that day, just waited for the reaction from the news, and then waited for a period of consolidation, as you can see here. And I actually ended up getting involved in this trade on this candle here. And I'll bring my lines back over so you can see exactly where I did get involved. So I got involved on that candle, and what I'm going to do now is take you to a higher time frame, which is going to be the daily chart, and then back down to an even lower time frame on the 1 hour, and show you some of the other forms of confirmation I used in order to give me the confidence to take this trade. First, we'll go out to the daily, and if we delete some of the drawings we have here, you'll see it may be a good idea to take these off again. I'm sorry, guys. Or make them smaller. There we go. So if you remember in the beginning of the video, I told you that I was going to tell you how I connected a few different things in order to get involved in this trade. And one of those things was a simple candlestick formation. That candlestick formation being an engulfing candle here on the daily chart. So as you can see, we came down from our news event, gapped down the next day, and then pulled back with 2 green candles. A couple of days of relief from this big bearish move, and then we had an engulfing bearish candle on the daily chart. So that gave me a little more confirmation, and upon this engulfing day is when on the 4-hour chart we broke through our simple pattern flag. So I take it back down to the 4-hour chart, and here that flag becomes very obvious. This was the end of that engulfing day on the daily chart right here. So now that we have that information, we had a couple of days of the market moving sideways. That was during Independence Day in the United States, so not a lot of action during the New York session or any other session with it being a holiday. So now I'll take you to the hourly chart and show you some more confirmation that I got from here that gave me the confidence to enter this trade. So we already have the engulfing candle on the daily, the breakout of the flag pattern, clearly seen here on the 4-hour chart. And now if we look here, you will see that we have another engulfing candle here on the hourly up against a level of resistance. And at this point the market is screaming, telling us to go short after this engulfing candle. But then it gives us even another sign with another simple candlestick formation, this long wick right here to the upside. And this is the candle that made my decision for me. Once I saw that, I decided to short the market with stops placed above our most previous swing high, which was here. So as you can see, my stop loss, my profit in green here, and my entry in blue. If I stick a position tool on here, you'll see that I had a very nice risk reward on this trade, looking at a 4.7 to 1. And you may be asking why my targets are down here, and I will show you what I did to calculate those targets. This is called a Fibonacci extension. So my decision to put targets here was based on the fact that from our swing high here to our swing low, we had a 127 coming into this area. And once I noticed where this 127 was, the 127 extension was right below the 129 even handle, so I wanted to get my target just above the 129 even handle. So that's where we stand here on the pound dollar trade. Hopefully we'll see this market press down a little bit further and eventually hit my targets. The major takeaway from this video though, guys, is anytime you see an impulsive move created by news, you can treat that impulsive move just like you would any other simple pattern impulsive move. And you don't have to do this on high time frames. Before ending the video, I'll actually go over to another chart and show you how I've done the same thing day trading on another pound pair that has been consistently going down since the news decision. And that pair, guys, is the pound Aussie. And I'll be showing you here how we've been taking advantage of day trading opportunities using the same method with these simple patterns, impulsive moves, and then consolidation after seeing the reaction from the news event. So we'll talk a little bit more about the trade that we're currently in later, but for now, let's zoom out and go all the way back to the news event, which was here. So we see this big reaction, right? After this big reaction on the pound Aussie, and normally, guys, I'm not in more than 2 correlating pairs going in the same direction, so my limit is 2. You may be noticing that I'm short on the pound dollar right now and also short on the pound Aussie. I'm only going in the same direction on 2 different correlating pairs. But here on the pound Aussie, since the news event, we have had plenty of trading opportunities that we were able to take advantage of. The first one was a nice little consolidation setup right here that broke out to the downside. We were able to put stops above previous structure and targets right down here after that breakout and pull back up into this trend line, as you can see right here. Gave us a pretty good risk reward on that trade. We took targets somewhere around there. The next trade setup we had was a nice impulsive move breaking below structure levels, which gave us the opportunity to look for a period of consolidation, which we got right here, and decided to go short on the breakout of that period of consolidation, as we normally do. So selling this candle here, stops, targets. Now this was our only loss so far on the pound Aussie in the last few days. This loss came in from this candle here. As you can see, we went short here trying to get some follow-up down, and unfortunately price came up above our previous swing highs and stopped us out on that trade. Now we have this other nice impulsive move down, followed by, if I zoom in it'll be easier to see, a period of consolidation or wedge pattern. And we'll just do this over and over, guys. Again, period of consolidation. Here day trading on the pound Aussie. ever since the news decision. Our impulse leg followed by consolidation, break out of that consolidation, impulse leg followed by consolidation, and then a breakout of that consolidation. Stops above our previous swing high, targets down here, and the current trade that we are in now is very similar to the rest of the trades that we just looked at. This has been a very impulsive move down, followed by this brief period of consolidation and a breakout of our bottom trend line here. We got the breakout. We decided to wait on a pullback into the trend line, which we got very easily here. And as you can see by the blue arrow pointing down, that is where we decided to go short. And so far the market has went in our favor. We're now low enough to be able to move our stop loss down to break even, which I'll do after this video is over. And that's just another way you can take advantage of strategies that you already know based on the news and after news events that you know will affect the market in a major way. Well, that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you gained a little bit of knowledge from today's video. If you did, then make sure to hit that like button for me and comment on this video to let me know what you thought about it. I really enjoy reading your feedback, and I'm excited to announce that my course will be available very soon. I'm just working out a few more little tweaks and working on the layout of the course, but it should be finished up sometime around the end of this month. So make sure you head over to thetradingchannel.net and fill out the sign-up form to get connected with my email list, to grab your copy of the free butterfly pattern tutorial, to get some free emailed analysis, and also to receive promotional discounts on any of the courses that will soon be available. I wish you the best of luck in the rest of your trading week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.